Everything is a drum.
Hey! What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI. This is My Fair Lady. This is a movie that I've heard referenced like every year of my life. I feel like going back to when I was a little kid, this was always kind of a reference you would hear on The Simpsons and, you know, shows like that and just comedy shows in general. So I'm very curious to see what this is all about. I have no idea what the plot is. I know Audrey Hepburn is in this, and I think I saw that Rex Harrison, is it Rex Harrison? He was like, I don't think I've seen any of his movies, but I know he was like the shit back in the day. He was like the Hollywood, like who would he be compared to like now? Like whoever is like the I want to say Brad Pitt, but I think that's probably more of a 2000s thing. But he was like the guy. He's The Rock. He's Rock Harrison. If you want a full-length reaction to this movie, go to patreon.com/FWCI. That's where you can get it. Shout out to Tom from Patreon, who has been suggesting these movies at, like, Pride and Prejudice. This one, Down with Love. You've Got Mail. He's really given me a whole bunch of... A Little Princess. Oh, Papa. He's really given me a lot of different genres that I would normally have never maybe had the confidence or the courage to watch in public like this. So shout out to Tom. Patreon's only $5 a month if you do want to support the channel and get early access and things like that. But let's jump into the movie. Ladies and gentlemen, My Fair Lady. This movie feels really old because we've got all these credits at the very beginning. Should movies start doing that again? I don't know. From a play by Bernard Shaw. Music supervised and conducted by Andre something or other. Screenplay by Alan J. Lerner. Produced by Jack L. Warner. They like their middle initials, don't they? George Gooker? Cucker? What is that? George. Whatever he did. Director, I'm guessing. Written by, maybe. That's a hell of a hat you're wearing there, lady. Alright, so period piece made in the 60s, clearly not set in the 60s.
Sorry.
Look where you're going, dear. Look where you're going.
Bloody hell, that accent. Look where you're going.
Oh, he's your son, is he? Well, if you'd done your duty by him as a mother should, you wouldn't let him spoil a poor girl's flowers.
What is this accent? Is that legit? That can't be legit. That chick in the hat, Sherry Bobbins looking hat, she looks like Margot Robbie, for real.
I never spoke to him except to ask him to buy a flower off me.
Don't start.
What's all the blooming noise?
Yeah, what is all the bloomin' noise?
Oh.
What?
Now buy your flower off a poor gal.
Why is he writing alien language? What is this? What is this?
How'd you come to be up so far east? You were born in Lisson Grove.
Who the fuck is this guy? He just walked into town and now he's just grilling everybody. And nobody knows who he is or what he does.
Yes, quite a fat one.
He mind his own business and leave a poor girl to...
Woman! Cease this detestable boo-hooing instantly, or else seek the shelter of some other place of worship.
Jesus Christ, mate. Cease this incessant boo-hooing.
Don't sit there crooning like a bilious pigeon.
Ow.
What? Alright. So he's an arrogant private eye. A condescending private eye.
Hear them down in Soho Square, dropping H's.
A musical private eye?
No one taught him take instead of tyke.
Tyke.
Chickens cackling in a barn, just like this one.
Gone.
By the way, as an Australian, "garn" is a regular part of our vocabulary. I'm feeling quite attacked by this dude. Is this Rex?
Well, sir, in 6 months I could pass her off as a duchess at an embassy ball.
Oh, really? Is this like She's All That, but, old-timey?
Yes, you squashed cabbage leaf. You disgrace to the noble architecture of these...
He's gonna bring some class into her life? Is that Audrey?
Oh, you don't believe that, Captain?
Yeah, that fucking voice. Oh, Jesus.
I came from India to meet you. I was going to India to meet
First
you.
impression, holy shit.
Here, take the old blooming basket for sixpence.
Oh my god, she is off her head. Oh, is this them all begging for money?
All I want is a room somewhere far away from the
Let's go.
night air.
The singing accent slightly more classy than whatever she was doing when she was talking.
Lots of coal making lots of heat.
Although, she's still pretty trash in here as well. Like, trailer trash kind of thing. British trailer trash, what do we call them?
Lovely, lovely.
Now people are giving her flowers. Our times have changed. How much money did he leave her, by the way? Is she gonna be able to uplift this whole neighborhood? Alright, so this is why this movie goes for, like, 2.5 hours, 2 3/4 hours. There's a lot of dance scenes in it, like this. She is... If that's Audrey Hepburn, she is goddamn hilarious in this. I was not expecting any humor in this whatsoever. Bye, scum. As she goes on to live in a dome house. No, I'm gonna guess that's Higgins' domicile.
I give her the greatest gift any human being can give to another, life. I introduced her to this here planet, I did, with all its wonders and marvels.
Through your womb? How'd you do this, buddy?
Now, if it ain't worth half a crown now and again, I'll take my belt off and give her what for.
You got a good heart, Alfie.
Alfie, I don't like you at all.
Good morning to you, Algernon. No, brass fine.
So he's a beggar, more or less. So I know this is filmed like a movie is filmed, but is My Fair Lady a stage show converted into film? Because this all looks very, very stagey. I mean, look at this whole scene right here. What the hell is even going on? There's Doctor Strange in there with the time stone, messing with time.
Hop along, Charlie, you're too old for me.
Hop along, Charlie.
Why does it let you pass them on to a bloody pub keeper?
Cool.
Yeah, hop along, Charlie. That's the end of that conversation. Fucking hell.
But don't keep coming around counting half crowns from me.
Thank you, Eliza. You're a noble daughter. Beer, glorious beer.
Ah, what an alcoholic old shithead. I hate him. I hate that character. Even though he's down on his luck and living, and he needs a half a crown just for a little bit of liquid courage. Don't like him. Don't like him at all. Eliza, on the other hand, she's great.
Duchess is an embassy ball. I could even get her a job as a lady's maid or a shop assistant, which requires better English.
Okay. She's now wanting Higgins' help. She's like, I would like to be a bit of better English, I would. Eliza, you probably, I don't know, that seemed
name, miss?
like
My name is of no concern to you whatsoever.
insanity, by the way. What is it? Look how many dialects I'm doing. 130.
What is it, Mrs.
If Eliza walks into a dinner party doing that, people are going to think she's even more cooked.
This is the young woman, sir. Good morning, my good man. Might I have the pleasure of a word with you?
He knew immediately.
Did you tell him I'd come in a taxi?
Nonsense, girl. What do you think a gentleman like Mr. Higgins cares that you came in?
Oh, we are proud. Well, here I am, ready to pay him, not asking any favour, and he treats me as if I was dirt.
Okay, so she's trying to pay for this vocabulary redesign.
Ah, well, if you're going to make a compliment of it...
Down!
Sit down, girl. Do as you're told.
Ow!
What's your...
Ow! Eliza Doolittle. Of course it is.
Someone's going to touch you with a broomstick if you don't stop sniveling. Sit down!
Oh, he doesn't like the crying again. That's the second time.
Here, give the handkerchief to me. Give it to me, not to you.
Higgins, I'm interested. That you could pass her off as a duchess at the embassy ball, eh? I'll say you're the greatest teacher alive if you can make that good. I'll bet you all the expenses of the experiment that you can't do it.
Alright, rack 'em up. Let's go.
I'll take it. I'll make a duchess of this draggle-tailed gutter snipe.
Ow!
Oh my god, he is such a prick.
We want none of your slum prudery here, young woman. You've got to learn to behave like a duchess.
Prudery. My god, the dialogue in this movie is incredible.
But, sir, you can't take a girl up like that, as if you were picking up a pebble on the beach.
Yeah, man. How about treat her like a human being, you asshole?
What about her parents? She may be married.
Gone. I'll say you're a gentleman. Don't let him speak to me like that.
Does it occur to you, Higgins, the girl has some feelings?
Oh, no, I don't think so. No feelings you need worry about.
Oh my god, Higgins. You suck.
Here, I've had enough of this. I'm going, I am. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you ought.
Have some chocolates, Eliza.
Did you say chocolate? I'll have a chocky.
I've heard a girl's been dragged by the likes of you.
Pledge of good faith.
You know what? Good for you, Eliza, for asking that question.
At the end of 6 months, you shall be taken to Buckingham Palace. If the king finds out that you're not a lady, the police will take you to the Tower of London where your head will be cut off.
What? Whoa.
You're a great bully, you are.
He really is. The power dynamic in this is... I mean, it's played very hammy and for comedy, but... Oof. And the fact that the other two are like, I don't know about this, man. Do you know what you're doing? What are you going to do? We're worried. Tell us more. It kind of adds to it. Like, Higgins, what the hell are you doing, mate?
Oh, what's this? This is where you wash clothes.
This is where we wash our...
This is where you wash clothes.
I'll wet myself all over. Not me.
You never had a bath before? What are you talking about? Wow. Doesn't know what a bath is. Christ.
Oh, I'm a good girl, I am.
Why does she keep saying that? I'm a good girl, I am. Knowing what a scumbag her dad is, like, what the hell baggage is that?
And I find the moment that I make friends with a woman, I become selfish and tyrannical. So here I am, a confirmed old bachelor, and likely to remain so.
Is that right, Rex?
Who likes to live his life free of strife, doing whatever he thinks is best for him?
I mean, I know this is a song about being selfish, but this is really why I don't have kids. I kind of relate to this. Like, no thanks. I'd rather live my life rather than live a life for somebody else. I know that's a hot take, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with that, but that was my decision, and my partner agrees, which is great.
For those anxious little hands, I'd be equally as willing for a dentist to be drilling.
God, he's so sexist and so hateful and such a prick.
A patient man am I, down to my fingertips.
A liar you are right now, man. What are you talking about?
She will beg you for advice, your reply will be concise, and she'll listen very nicely, then go out and do precisely what she wants. Who prefers to spend the evenings in the silence of his room, who likes an atmosphere as restful as an undisguised...
I like a quiet house. I really do.
I'll never let a woman in my life.
Higgins, you're about to get a bloody woman in your life, you is. So now we get another shit human being with a song. Alright, let's go.
With a little bit of luck, you'll never work. The Lord above my...
I kind of like those lyrics though. With a little bit of luck, you'll never work. I think that applies to everybody. If you get lucky, maybe you don't have to work.
Man to help his neighbour. With a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, here it comes around, you won't be home.
So when is this set? Early 1900s? Late 18?
A man was made to help support his children.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Alfie. Wow, bro.
With a little bit of luck, they'll go out and start supporting you.
Yeah. What was the first line of this song? With a little bit of luck, someone else will do the work. Hello. Sorry, my kitty cat's just come to say hello. Whoa, she sneezed into a tissue. Look at this. Progress.
If you please, sir, there's a dustman downstairs, Alfred P. Doolittle, who wants to see you. He says you have his daughter here.
Phew, I say.
Well, send the blackguard up.
But I thought she didn't have any parents. Sorry. I can't help but make fun of her accent. It's amazing.
Is it fairity to take advantage of a man like that? The girl belongs to me. You got her. Where do I come in?
How dare you?
Alfie.
Eliza's father has come to take her away. Give her to him, will you?
Now, wait a minute, Governor, wait.
He doesn't want her. He just wants money or booze or something.
If you have any trouble with her, Governor, give her a few licks of the strap. That's the way to improve her mind.
Yeah, I feel like Higgins would probably just agree with that.
There's no use explaining, Pickering. As a military man, you ought to know that. Drilling is what she needs. Now, you leave her alone, or she'll be turned...
Is that what she needs?
Just you wait, Henry Higgins, just you wait.
Yeah, right. I love it when songs kick in like this.
I'll be off a second later and go straight to the theatre. Ha ha!
Oh my god, I love this character.
Just you wait. Go to St. James so often I will call it St. Jim.
That's a good line.
All I want is Henry Higgins' head. Fire! Oh, ha, ha!
Wow, this is quite a violent song. Yeah, Henry Higgins, just you wait. Was he watching that? Oh no. Oh, Higgins.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
Oh no. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain. In Hartford, Hereford and New Hampshire.
In Hartford, Hereford and Hampshire.
Ha, ha, ha.
How about ho ho, Henry Higgins?
Linger, is a linger. Let me turn right round and say...
Poor Professor
Or Professor Higgins. I don't know if I would be saying that right now. He's a horrible man. Okay, I get the joke. It's the service staff singing about how difficult life is for Higgins. Higgy Smalls.
Cup of tea, say cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea. You know what? Her accent's very Aussie as well. I feel like that's the version of the British dialect that came across over here the most, I guess.
What's the matter?
I swallowed one.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I got plenty more. Open your mouth.
Dude! Holy shit!
You be reasonable.
I am always reasonable.
Wow. Wow, what a statement.
And conquer it you will.
Yeah, or you might get your head cut off at Buckingham Palace. Was that a real threat, or was that just him being sassy?
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the
Plain. Mainly in the plain, isn't it? By God, Higgins, you've done it.
Again.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
I think she's got it. I think she's got it.
See, I've heard that. I think she's got it. I think she's got it. I've heard that reference so many times. By George, she's got it. Olay indeed. That was a great little moment.
Are you feeling all right, Mr. Higgins?
Yes, I'm feeling fine, Mrs. Pierce. How are you?
Very well, sir, thank you.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, isn't it? Whoops.
My mother's box at Ascot.
You'll consult your mother first, of course.
Oh, yes, of course.
Why do you give a shit about that, Pickering? It's not your mother. You should be like, yeah, let's go. But you will consult your mother first, of course. It would be most improper to not consult her.
Let's not buy her anything too flowery. I despise those gowns with sort of weeds here and weeds there.
I can certainly see why Audrey Hepburn kind of took the world by storm when she was, at her peak. She has an incredible amount of charisma.
Began to dance with me. I could have danced.
Like, this song's really not doing it for me. I prefer the songs in the first half of the movie so far. But, she's great. Oh my god. I just took a break to stretch my legs. Went and checked the cat's bowl. Totally full. And now she's back, lurking, trying to socialise with me while I record. Yes, I see you down there. She has the same smile, teeth, lips, makeup as Margot Robbie. That's what it is. They have the exact same mouth. And she's done. Yo, this guy's about to drop the hardest, let's say, rap album of whatever year this is. Wow, they loved their hats in this era, didn't they? Look at that one in the middle there. The 3 big black roses with red and white. They're bold outfits too. A lot of black and white. I love it.
I have never been so keyed up.
I have never been so keyed up. That sounds like it's a bit ahead of its time, that lyric. This scene would have been a pain in the ass to shoot, I reckon. Elizabeth Taylor? Wow, even Higgins looks a bit underdressed right here. Where's the top and tails, Higgy Smalls?
What are you doing here? You promised never to come to Ascot. Go home at once.
Wow, cop that, Higgins. She looks pretty damn good in that gargantuan hat that she's wearing. That's a tight-fitting dress as well, I must say.
How kind of you to let me come.
Impressed? Well done.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Alright, Freddie, keep it in your pants.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
Higgins is like, yeah.
What is wrong with that, young man? I bet I got it right.
Smashing.
So they said. But it's my belief they done the old woman in. They all thought she was dead. But my father, he kept ladling gin down her throat.
The delivery on it is so good.
And what become of her new straw hat that should have come to me? And what I say is, them as pinched it, done her in.
She's painting this picture. It's fucking great.
New small talk. To do somebody in means to kill them.
But you surely don't believe your aunt was killed.
Do I not? Them she lived with would have killed her for a hat pin, let alone a hat.
But it can't have been right for your father to...
Perkins is like, God damn it.
What? I don't know whether there's enough time before the next race to place a bet, but come, my dear.
I don't suppose...
I honestly didn't think I'd like accent Eliza as much as I like normal governor, Eliza, but she's still hilarious. Oh, Christ, alright. Let's watch this horse race again. Oh, no, she's gonna flip out.
They are ready for it, look. It has begun.
Come on, Dover! Move your blooming arm!
Come on, Dover! Have I said something I oughtn't? Eliza, you did great. You did a fantastic job. Oh, this bloke still wants to chat her up. Oh, no, changed his mind.
When she mentioned how her aunt...
Oh, this bloke gets his own song as well? Okay. I'm not feeling this song at all. I don't know enough about this guy yet, other than he's super keen on Eliza.
You understand, Higgins? It's over. Higgins. Higgins, if there's any mishap at the embassy tonight...
What a time jump.
What could possibly matter more than to take a human being and change her into a different human being by creating a new speech for her?
I mean, that's a shitty thing to say, but I guess from his perspective, it's sincere. Hello, Governor. What's going on here? I thought you weren't going to let a woman into your life, Higgins. You're having your confidence port. Whoa. What's with the cape, Dracula? What's going on here? You just put that on like it's not a thing. Intermission. Holy shit. This is an old movie, isn't it? I've always found it fascinating that in a country as small as England that you have so many different accents in such a small location. Like in Australia, if you know what you're looking for, you can probably get a bit of an idea where some people are from. But England's so much smaller and the accents vary so, like, they just nothing like each other. Like this: hello, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Like, that is two entirely different dialects, and they're kilometers away from each other. Hello, Tilly. I've still got my kitty cat down here. You know what? This is the thing that's been... This is the cat that's been giving me so many problems. And annoying me, and jumping up, and trying to get in where the cords are. What do you think, Tilly? You like my fair lady? Are you my fair lady? You are pre-training my fair lady.
The Queen of Transylvania is here this evening. I'm indispensable to her at these official international...
Queen of Transylvania? Jesus.
I know everyone in Europe. No imposter can escape my detection.
He's an imposter detector? Uh-oh. So, in my uneducated opinion, not a fan of the dress. Not a fan of it. I like the one she had at the race much better. I mean, this one's got significantly less hat going on, but I don't know. Is her head still on the line, though?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Transylvania, and His Royal Highness, Prince Gregor.
We're in Transylvania the whole time, or that's fine. We'll go with it. I thought we was in London. I did. I'm sure we are. This is just a royal visit of some kind.
Quite charming.
Wow, that's big praise. I'm guessing those police sirens are in real life and not in this. That was freaking me out. I was like, what is happening here? I live on a main road, alright? Oh no, what about old mate? Is he still waiting out on the footpath? I don't know, Freddy was a bit boring. Although this guy, not much better. Why have we not heard Eliza say one word since she got to this party? Oh, does he not know that... Or is he just super confident that he's not going to get busted? There's no dialogue. This whole bit. What is happening? Oh, they got away with it. They pulled it off.
Tonight, old man, you did it. You did it. You did it. You said that you would do it, and indeed you did.
Right. Alright. Perkins. I didn't realize we were going to get a Perkins song.
A lot of the glory goes to you.
These absolute wankers. Eliza did it, okay? She's the one who did it.
He announced to the hostess that she was a fraud.
Wait, what?
He was born Hungarian. Not only Hungarian, but of royal blood.
Okay. So that's what this dialect became.
Congratulations, Professor Higgins.
Oh, tell you what, this big circle jerk has gone on for a long time.
Now I can go to bed without dreading tomorrow.
Yeah.
I meant to ask her to give me coffee in the morning instead of tea. Leave a little note for her, will you, Eliza? And put out the lights.
Holy shit, they just didn't even acknowledge her existence or acknowledge what she did and accomplished and the effort she put in and the hell that she let them put her through. Far out. That is just absolutely... I can't think of... Even in a movie where they're trying to depict somebody as shitty as Higgins, that was a lot. He just walked out. He didn't even say, like, good job, Eliza. I'm going to bed.
I won your bet for you, haven't I? That's enough for you. I don't matter, I suppose.
You won my bet, you presumptuous insect.
Yo, he is the worst.
I didn't think it made any difference now.
You need to curse him out in Cockney immediately.
It's only natural that you should be anxious, but it's all over now. Nothing more to worry about.
No.
Thank you? Are you going to say thank you? Or I'm proud of you, or congratulations?
And you're not bad looking. You're really quite a pleasure to look at sometimes. Well, not now, of course, when you've been crying. You look like the very devil, but I mean...
Shut up.
Isn't the jeweller's? It's the one you bought me in Brighton. I don't want it now. Don't you hit me!
Yo.
You'd better leave your own note for Mrs. Pierce about the coffee, for it won't be done by me.
Damn Mrs. Pierce, damn the coffee, and damn you.
Oh, that was an uncomfortable argument, but where is this going now?
Just you white, Henry Higgins.
Hey, let's go. She better not like him by the end of this. Oh my god, he's still waiting outside.
I get words all day through, first from him, now from you. Is that all you blighters can do? Show me. Here we are together in the middle of the night.
Classic old musical performances here.
Anyone who's ever been in love will tell you that.
Oh, alright.
Taxi! But I've no money.
I have.
Oh my god. Really, Freddy? You got no money? I thought you were cashed up. Oh, Freddy, big bucks. Or did he lose it at the track? Hey, back to where she started. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Look at me, ma'am. Early morning light playing tricks with my eyes. Can I get you a taxi, ma'am? A lady like you shouldn't be walking alone round London this hour in the morning.
Wow, she's a whole different person now. Nobody knows. I don't even recognize her. With that being said, she does look pretty different. It's a stark contrast from when she was kicking flower baskets across the road.
Do come again, Mr. Doolittle. We value your patronage always.
Oh, thank you, my good man. Thank you.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god, did he go and do the speech?
It sounds like one of his jokes.
You may call it a joke. It's put the lid on me proper.
Yeah.
The old bloke died and left me £4,000 a year.
Oh my god.
Why do you think I'm dressed up like a ruddy pallbearer? Your stepmother wants to marry me. Now I'm respectable, she wants...
Oh, he's getting married now? Why did he get such a happy ending?
First he shoves me in the middle class, then he chucks you out for me to support you. That's all part of his plan.
What is his plan again?
I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Pull out the stopper. Let's have a whopper. But get me.
What is... Can I just be honest? I don't give a shit about Alfie at this point. I don't even care to see him, like, get his comeuppance, which I really hope is coming, because he sucks. I don't think he's making it to the church on time. He is getting further and further shit-faced as the song goes on. I don't like this guy. I don't like him. Why is this still going? There's some rambunctious ladies at this bar, I will say that.
I don't understand. We've always given her every consideration. She admitted it herself.
Well, here's a thing to add to your experiment. Combustion, explosion.
I want to report a missing person. A Miss Eliza Doolittle, yeah.
Yeah, man, you can't report a missing person because she doesn't belong to you, Pickering.
Well, just let's call her a good friend, shall we? I beg your pardon. Listen to me, my man. I don't like the tenor of that question.
In all in heaven can have prompted her to go? After such a triumph with the ball.
Oh my god. I feel like Audrey Hepburn has barely been in the second half of this movie. Since the intermission, I'm pretty sure she's been in like 2 scenes and the rest has been about Higgins and Perkins and the old man.
Would you be wounded if I never sent you flowers?
Never.
Well,
get a room, boys. That's all I can say.
Straightening up their hair is all they ever do. Why don't they straighten up the mess that's inside?
Fucking hell, man. This is insane. We're so deep into this movie and he is still 100 miles ahead with this shit.
You not only danced with a prince last night, you behaved like a princess.
Alright. Thanks for the vote of confidence there, Mrs. Higgins.
However did you learn good manners with my son around?
It was very difficult. I should never have known how ladies and gentlemen behave if it hadn't been for Colonel Pickering.
Oh.
But I know I shall always be a lady to Colonel Pickering because he always treats me as a lady and always will.
Yeah, Pickering wasn't exactly very gracious either, though.
Eliza, if my son starts breaking up things, I give you full permission to have him evicted. Henry, dear, I suggest you stick to 2 subjects, the weather and your health.
Cop that.
If you come back, you'll be treated as you've always been treated. I can't change my nature. I don't intend to change my manner.
See you the fuck later, then. How about that?
I shall miss you, Eliza. I've learnt something from your idiotic notions. I confess that, humbly and gratefully.
I wouldn't call that humble or grateful,
gramophone?
mate.
When you feel lonely without me, you can turn it on. It has no feelings to hurt.
That's a good line. That is the crux of all of this.
Boys are chaps enough wanting me that way. Freddie Hill writes me 2 and 3 times a day, sheets and sheets.
Is he still writing?
Marry some sentimental hog or other with lots of money and a thick pair of lips to kiss you with and a thick pair of boots to kick you with. If you can't appreciate what you've got, you better get what you can appreciate.
Christ, this is pretty intense, to be honest.
I'll offer myself as an assistant to that brilliant Hungarian.
What, that imposter, that
Oh, the dude from the party.
What a fool I was. What a dominated fool to think you were the earth and sky.
I'm still wanting Cockney Eliza, though.
You impudent hussy.
Yo!
There'll be crumpets and tea without you.
Alright, as long as we got crumpets, I'm here. Fuck off, Higgins.
Heats will survive without you. And there still will be rain on that plain down in Spain. Without your pulling it, the tide comes in. Without your twirl.
This song is great.
Indeed, I did. I knew that I could do it. I knew it.
Higgins, what is this?
I like you this way.
Goodbye, Professor Higgins. You shall not be seeing me again.
Peace out, Higgins. love that shot.
She's gone.
Well, of course, dear. What did you expect?
Zero shits given from her.
Bravo, Eliza.
Yeah, I agree with her. Bravo, Eliza.
I've grown accustomed to her face.
Oh, that's where this song is from? I think I might have heard this parodied on Family Guy. Simpsons, maybe?
Marry Freddie. What an infantile idea. What a heartless, wicked, brainless...
What a condescending piece of shit thing to say from you. He is insane. He is unbelievable. Sucked in is the only thing that comes to mind. This guy is... This might be the worst character I've ever seen in a movie. Like, not because, like, just in terms of, like, what this character does to other people. Like, the acting's fine and, you know, the story is fine, but just the scope of what this guy does is horrible.
Oh, we are proud. He ain't above giving lessons, not him. I heard him say so. Well, I ain't come here to ask for any compliment, and if my money's not...
Now her harsh accent is like music to his ears, and he can just sit there and listen to it. Well, guess what? You blew it, so screw off.
I'll take it. I'll make a duchess of this draggle-tailed gutter snipe.
I would have let that play a bit longer and let him incriminate himself a bit more.
Where the devil are my slippers?
Wait, what? Did I fucking miss something there?
I washed my face and hands before I come, I did.
What? No.
The devil are my slippers.
Unless she's about to murder him? Whoa. What was up with that ending, guys? Let's quickly talk about the male characters before I talk about Eliza. They were probably just some of the most heinous portrayals of men I think I've ever seen in a movie in my life. They were so just casually tormentive? Is that a word? They would just torment people with absolutely no... And put it this way, there's people that do it, they know it's wrong, and they don't care. The way this one was written, it was like, they didn't even know that they were doing anything wrong. They're like, oh, well, what are you even worried about? Like, there was just absolutely no self-awareness of themselves or anything going around them at all throughout the entire movie. And it just got worse and worse and worse. What was up with that ending, though? Did they end up back together? Like, I didn't like that at all. It seemed to undo everything that the movie had told us. And with the male characters, like, they're terrible people. And there's different layers of terrible people, I feel like. Some of those old movies from, like, the 60s, the guy's a terrible person, but the movie doesn't think he's a terrible person. The movie kind of thinks that this is just what being a man is like. And then there are, like, the movie wants you to think that this person is a terrible person. And in this one, it was like layers of that. Like, the movie wanted them to be terrible. The time frame was terrible. Like, the language, everything just compounded that gross, hateful energy throughout the movie. And honestly, I think there was way, way, way too much of it. There was way too much emphasis on the male characters. I didn't think, like, that whole side story with her dad getting married, I think that was a complete waste of time. In fact, her dad was a character I think you could probably just eliminate from this movie and it really wouldn't make much of a difference. He had some entertaining songs, don't get me wrong, but from a, like, plot perspective, every time he came in, it was a bit of a divergent. And they treated the dad like he was a terrible person, but the movie kind of treated him like he wasn't that bad at the end. Like, man, it was hard to watch at times. But getting onto the positive stuff from this movie, Audrey Hepburn is head and shoulders better than every other person in this movie. Rex Harrison, played his role very well. But Audrey Hepburn was an experience in this. This is the first time I've ever seen her in anything. I never understood what the hype was. I never sorted out. I never really looked into why people enjoyed her. But her comedic delivery in this and her energy and her passion, I didn't realize this was going to be a musical either, but all of those elements that she brought to this, like, she shined so bright. I can see why she was just this massive megastar back in the 60s, I'm guessing. I thought she was a bit before that, but I really couldn't tell you. Absolutely beautiful, and reminds me of Margot Robbie in a lot of scenes in this movie. So I really enjoyed my first experience watching a Audrey Hepburn movie. Let me know in the comments what I should check out next. I'm guessing people are going to say Breakfast at Tiffany's, but if there's any other good deep cuts or fun movies that you think I should check out, let me know in the comments. And if you see somebody else suggest it, like their comment and speak to me through that, or speak to me by going to patreon.com/FWCI and subscribing for $5 redos to get early access to movies, full-length reaction to this movie, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Goes a hell of a long way. Thank you to Tom from Patreon for this recommendation. But thank you for joining me on this reaction, and as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends. See you in the next video. Peace!